Welcome back to another video for HarborFinancialOnline.com. Today I'm going to be talking about how to estimate your tax refund for free and how to use our site to do that. We have an online calculator that will allow you to do this, and it's easy and completely free to use. So I'm going to get the video going and we'll talk about this calculator. So our online software, it's going to allow you to calculate and estimate your taxes, plus prepare the return directly online, and you can e-file that directly through our site. But the estimator is a great tool that we have in addition to filing online. It allows you to figure out exactly how much of a refund you can get back, pretty much to the dollar. If your information is right that you're putting in there, it's going to give it to the dollar what your refund's going to be. All you have to do is enter the information as they ask it, and you'll get an instant update of what that refund is going to be. How it's going to happen is on the screen, on the right side of the screen is going to be a little calculator tool, and you'll be able to watch the numbers go up and down as you enter that information in. The software checks for any errors that you might make as well, so that's a great feature. And estimating your taxes can save you a lot of money, especially for people that are, say, have a small business or other new things with their tax return and they may have underpaid tax in the year. This is going to tell you how much tax you owed, because if you underpaid, there could be severe penalties and interest, and this is so you have an idea so you could get that payment out sooner than later and lower those penalties and interest. Our site, HarborFinancialOnline.com, allows you to do all this, and I'll show you the site later in the video. Here's the main things they're going to ask. When you're getting an estimate, they're going to ask your filing status, your age, your children, and any other dependents. They're going to want your earnings, your gross wages, any self-employment income. That's if you have a small business, a Schedule C business. And with this, it's going to be a little more detailed because you have a lot more deductions with that Schedule C business. They're going to want any investment income, such as interest, dividends, and capital gains. So make sure you have your records from that. The calculator is really a nice feature in addition to preparing the return online. The other information they're going to ask you for is if you have rental income, royalty, partnership, trust, your tax refund amounts, alimony, unemployment, Social Security, and any other income. Those are all forms of income that I'm talking about, because you're going to be taxed on all that. So you can't get an accurate estimate on your refund if you have those and you're not putting it in there. So make sure you're putting that into the calculator. You may just want to put together a quick checklist of some of those items there. Some of the common expenses deductions that you're going to get are IRA contributions, student loan interest, college tuition, related expenses to college such as books, medical expenses, mortgage interest paid, health expenses, moving expenses. If you moved for a job last year, you're going to get a deduction for moving for that job. So make sure you look into that area, because that can lower your taxes quite a bit. I'm going to take you to the site real quick here. And on our site here, you can use the estimator to get a quick snapshot of what your taxes are going to be. I'm going to take you to that real quick. So up here we have calculators and tips. I want to show you some of the deductions out there just that you might be missing on this calculator, just to show you how this works. So mortgage interest payments made. You're going to get the statement from the financial institution you pay your loan to. It's on a 1099, so you put it in here. So you pay. It's going to tell you exactly how much interest you paid. Put it in there. We'll put an income amount in first so you can see how it affects it. Let's go back here. Okay, let's just put a quick income amount in. Let's just make up a number, 50,000. Okay. Just click done. You're going to have to fill out more of that but again, this is super easy to use. Mortgage interest. So we have the income here on the right. You can see 50,000. Now watch as I put in the mortgage interest, how it's going to affect that. You'll see it calculate. Real estate tax paid. See it making the change automatically. Now it's taken into effect all the tax laws, and new changes out there. This isn't, prior year calculations. This is to the date, so you're following all the current laws by doing this. Here's one of the new tax deductions, another one here, first time home buyer credit. And let's say donations. So if you had any donations through the year, you can do a quick estimate, see how it affects it. Okay, so sometimes with certain deductions, because you're at a different threshold amount or income amount, you won't get the credit or the deduction. So that's why if you see it don't change over here, that means you didn't qualify for it. So you know right away. Let's put in some education expenses. Let's say you had $10,000 in tuition and fees. Let's see. So now we lowered our balance. Student loan interest. Let's see if you paid any interest, if that affects you. So constant update, and then it puts the tax rate that you're in. And you can see, you'll be able to watch this either go up or down as you're completing this estimator. And it has question marks next to each one if you want to know a little more detail on that. So that's a quick snapshot of the estimator. Back at our website here, we have more information on other credits and deductions you can check out. If you're self-employed, you may want to look at this. So good information on that. And other related tax articles. Through these articles, you can see some of the specific areas of tax if you really want like a good detail, good information on the tax. Something you want to read for a little bit. It's going to give you a good background on taxes if you're new to it. If you have any questions about preparing your taxes and your refund, any of the stuff I've talked about today, send me an email, expert@harborfinancialonline.com. I'll answer any questions you have. Thank you for watching the videos. You can prepare the return this year at harborfinancialonline.com. Thanks.